Consider, if you will, standing on the edge of a moment ripe with tension. Picture a disagreement, a misunderstanding, or a misstep finding its way to your door uninvited. You're caught in the spider web of a situation, the threads of which seem to pull at your peace. Now I ask you this. In that crucial moment, do you leap? Do you surrender to your instinctive reaction, or do you remain unmoved, unperturbed, an island of tranquility amidst the stormy seas? Ponder this, for the choice you make here echoes, creating ripples that spread throughout your life, altering its course in ways both subtle and significant. Let's journey down the path less trodden, the path of non-reaction. You see, existence is a dance of energy, a perpetual play of cause and effect. In this cosmic performance, we are both the dancers and the choreographers. When we react, we surrender our power and our inner peace to external circumstances. We relinquish control, offering ourselves to the tumultuous sea of reactivity. But when we choose the art of non-reaction, we become architects of our inner peace and designers of our own destiny. This, my friends, is not indifference or apathy. It is action through inaction. It's consciously choosing tranquility over turmoil, serenity over stress. In this grand opera of existence, the mind plays the lead role. It's the narrator, the storyteller, painting tales of anger, fear, joy, and sorrow. Yet it's also the stage on which these emotions play out. The mind is what reacts, what succumbs to anger, what trembles in the face of fear. Yet it is also within the mind where we can find our deepest tranquility. When we master our minds, when we learn to observe without judgment, we break the chains of reactivity. We begin to see that anger, fear, doubt, these are mere guests in the inn of our mind, passing through but never meant to stay. Many moons ago, I found myself at a crossroads, a critical junction in my life. I was steeped in a disagreement with a longtime friend, an argument that had escalated, casting a dark shadow over our cherished friendship. Tempers were high, and words, once spoken, could never be unspoken. As I stood there, a thought crossed my mind. What if I simply didn't react? What if I took a step back, away from the precipice of anger, the abyss of reactivity that lay before me? It was a difficult choice, a choice that seemed to go against the very grain of my nature, against the instinctual drive to defend, to react. But in that moment, I chose to embrace the silence, the stillness. I chose non-reaction. So what fruits does this path bear? What gifts does the practice of non-reaction bestow upon us? The benefits of this practice, my friends, are multifold, like the petals of a blooming lotus, each revealing a new layer of inner peace and tranquility. Non-reaction cultivates inner calm, an oasis of peace amidst the desert of chaos. It creates a sense of stillness, a serene sanctuary within the bustling city of our mind. The practice of non-reaction also bolsters our relationships. It prevents the needless erosion of bonds by impulsive reactions, fostering instead understanding, empathy, and compassion. It allows us to listen, to understand rather than simply respond truly. It gifts us the power of perspective, the ability to see through the fog of anger, the clouds of resentment. Non-reaction is an empowering practice. It shifts the locus of control from the external world to our inner self. We become the masters of our minds, not slaves to our emotions. We learn to dance with life, not against it, moving gracefully through highs and lows, joys and sorrows. Yet the path of non-reaction, like all journeys worth undertaking, has its share of challenges. Our own mind is the biggest obstacle. It is a seasoned warrior in the battle of reactivity. Years of conditioning have forged patterns of habitual reactions, automatic responses that seem to bypass our conscious control. Our society often equates non-reaction with passivity, with indifference. We're taught to believe that a lack of visible reaction is a lack of action, a sign of weakness. Embracing non-reaction may therefore feel like swimming against the current, like defying the societal norms we've internalized. High-stress situations may present a formidable challenge. When the emotional thermostat rises, the impulse to react can be overwhelming. It's in these heated moments that the practice of non-reaction truly tests our resolve. But remember, fellow seekers, the power of practice is revealed not in its ease but in its challenge. And it's in these challenges that we have the opportunity to truly grow, to truly evolve. Mastering the practice of non-reaction isn't akin to erecting impenetrable walls to keep emotions at bay, nor is it about suppressing feelings that naturally rise within us. This is not a practice of avoidance or denial, but one of acceptance and understanding. Imagine your mind as a vast, boundless sky, unblemished by prejudice, unaffected by the whims of the passing weather. Our emotions, feelings, and thoughts, they're akin to the clouds that traverse this infinite expanse. Some are light and fluffy, instilling joy and serenity, while others are dark and heavy, often carrying with them storms of anger, fear, or sadness. Our practice of non-reaction involves inviting these clouds, regardless of their nature, into our sky. It is acknowledging their presence, their temporary occupation of our mental landscape, but without judgment or resistance. We recognize their transient nature, and we understand that they carry important messages about our inner state, yet we do not grant them the power to eclipse our intrinsic tranquility. We let them pass as effortlessly as they come. Now imagine yourself standing in this vast open sky, observing these emotional clouds as they arrive. Do not battle them, do not attempt to chase them away. Instead, welcome them. Study their shapes, their colors, and their density. Understand their origins and their triggers. This understanding is your key to mastery. Yet crucially, don't forget that you are not these clouds. You are the observer, the witness, the sky in which these clouds exist momentarily. Your identity, your peace, your essence remains untouched by these temporary visitors. This realization, this distinction, forms the bedrock of the practice of non-reaction. As you delve deeper into this practice, you'll begin to discern a certain distance, a certain detachment, developing between you and your emotions. This is not to imply that you become devoid of feelings. Rather, you gain the ability to experience them without being overwhelmed. You see them for what they are, fleeting, ephemeral, transient. Gradually, you'll find your mind transforming into a calm reservoir, unperturbed by the winds of external circumstances or the storms of intense emotions. You become the master of your inner world, the curator of your peace. Remember, this practice is a journey, not a destination. It's a process of growth, of understanding, of self-discovery. And like all great journeys, it requires patience, perseverance, and above all, kindness towards oneself. If you have found resonance or illumination within this space we've created, I encourage you to share your thoughts, insights, or experiences in the comments below. Engaging with one another not only enriches our understanding, but also contributes to a collective wisdom, a shared exploration of the universe within us. Every interaction, every comment, every like and subscription brings us closer to a collective awakening. In the grand symphony of existence, we are but single notes. Yet each note contributes to the melody, shapes the rhythm, and defines the harmony. The choice we make, to react or not to react, is not just about our individual peace. It's about the energy we contribute to this cosmic symphony. Embrace the power of non-reaction and let your note, your life, resonate with a tranquility that is as profound as it is powerful.